Let's talk about Sahara, not the 2005 one with Matthew McConaughey, but the gloriously cheesy 1983-84 Cannon Films adventure with Brooke Shields. If you've ever wondered what would happen if you mashed up Lawrence of Arabia, a Harlequin romance novel, and a Mad Max-style car race, this is it. Here's the deal. 18-year-old Brooke Shields plays Dale Gordon, a gutsy heiress who chops off her hair, slaps on a cheap mustache, and pretends to be a guy just so she can enter a wild 1928 car race across the Sahara in memory of her dad. Obviously, the disguise doesn't last long. Pretty soon she's caught up in tribal drama, kidnapped by a suave desert sheikh, played by Lambert, nearly gets eaten by a leopard, and ends up in the most dramatic quickie wedding you've ever seen. Add car chases, camel chases, a waterfall love scene, and more flowing robes than a graduation ceremony, and you've got peak 1980s adventure chaos. Plus, Ennio Morricone did the music, so the whole thing sounds epic, even when it's ridiculous. But honestly, the real behind-the-scenes drama could have been its own movie. The producers, Cannon Films, legendary for their wild ideas, wanted their own Indiana Jones after Raiders blew up at the box office. And since Margaret Thatcher's son literally got lost in a Sahara rally in '82, they thought, why not? The casting was bonkers. They paid Brooke Shields a cool $1 million or so and made her mum, Terry, the executive producer, who reportedly demanded endless rewrites to keep everything cute and light. 2 directors quit. They couldn't find a leading man for ages. They even considered John F. Kennedy Jr., which, can you imagine? In the end, Lambert saved the day and brought some much-needed charisma. They filmed mostly in the Israeli desert. Brooke actually drove those vintage cars herself and ended up bruising her ribs in a crash. The budget ballooned to somewhere between $12 and $25 million, crazy money for Cannon at the time. When Sahara finally hit theatres in 1983, UK, and 1984, US, basically no one cared. It tanked. Only $1.4 million in US box office, making it one of the decade's biggest flops. Critics dragged it. Brooke even won a Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor for those mustache scenes. She's still the only woman ever to take that prize. So why do people talk about it now? Easy. It's gorgeous to look at, the music is incredible, and the chemistry between Shields and Wilson is surprisingly steamy, even with zero actual steaminess on screen. There's camp value galore, fake facial hair, leopard pits, wedding by camel, the works. If big, spectacular, slightly dumb, but absolutely entertaining adventure romances are your thing, you'll have a blast. Bottom line, Sahara is one of those so bad it's good movies that's perfect for a night when you just want to escape and laugh at some glorious 80s nonsense. If you see it streaming, don't skip the trailer. It's worth it for the over-dramatic voiceover alone. So grab your goggles, pour some iced tea, and let's get lost in the desert with Brooke Shields and a whole lot of 80s style. Enjoy! Want more 80s movie nostalgia? Subscribe to Movies of the 80s here on YouTube, and for a deep dive on the box office bomb of Sahara, subscribe to Movies of the 80s on Substack. Link in the description.